everybody. Hope you're all well. Excuse me. Well, our dear leader, Donald, what's his face? I hate even thinking his name. And make a damn fool of himself at the World Economic Forum in Davos, Switzerland, and by extension, made a damn fool of us, the American people. Trump went on the stage and gave his whole tirade about how weak and stupid European nations are, how they don't do anything for us, the United States, and we do so much for them. And one of his little statements is, if it wasn't for us, you'd be speaking German. Full disclosure, German is one of the official languages of Switzerland. So it's too late. and Trump puts together this alternative to the United Nations and NATO. He calls it the Board of Peace, like he's interested in peace. I mean, he uses our military to kidnap Maduro in Venezuela. He threatens military action to take over Greenland. Occasionally he called it Iceland, but which goes to show you what's on his mind, such as it is. Anyway, and he calls it a Board of Peace. A very America-centric concept in his mind. In fact, the logo of his Board of Peace looks a little bit like the UN crest, except the focus is on the United States. And a gold leaf around it. And he's a gold junkie. Anyway. And for the tidy sum of $1 billion, a government can join this venerable institution. Save your money, other nations. It's not worth it. Of course, you know he's going to route it to his own pockets. Just as with the oil from Venezuela. His idea is that instead of directing it back to the Venezuelan people, he's going to have the government install the money from Venezuelan oil into some secret private account. Yeah, and you know he's going to use that as a piggy bank. And it's caused something terrible. Trump's tirade has caused something terrible. It's turned the entire world against us. The European nations don't trust us anymore. It breaks my heart. It truly breaks my heart that my country, being run by a lunatic, is no longer respected in the world as it's always been. Oh, sure, we made some serious mistakes, to put it mildly. I'm old enough to remember Vietnam. And you know the old slogan in Wall Street, Taco, Trump always chickens out. Trump threatened a series of tariffs on European nations if he doesn't get his way on Greenland. And needless to say, the stock market takes a tumble. And Trump is obviously backing away from his demand for Greenland. No, not going to use any military force. And the stock market rallies. In other words, he's all talk when it comes to his threats. In other words, we can stand up to him. He backs down to European nations. He backs down to Wall Street. Maybe he'll back down to us, the American people, which presumably he's to lead. So, let's keep the heat on him. Let's keep the heat on Trump and his minions. Let's keep going onto the streets demonstrating. Let's keep organizing in our communities and our work sites. Let's keep looking out for each other in case ICE is in the vicinity. And when it's time to vote, let's vote. That's what the politicians understand. When we get out there into the voting booth in massive numbers, they pay attention. All of a sudden now, I'm thinking of Paul Weyrich, one of the godfathers of the New Right movement of the 1980s. He says, I don't want everyone to vote. If voter turnout is small, then our people have a better chance of winning. He actually said that. Look it up on Google. So, let's disappoint them. Let's get a shit out of them. Let's get out there and vote. Alrighty then. That's it for now. Now, advertisements. All this work I do on my media is work. This podcast, my blog, my YouTube channel, my poetry, my fiction, work. All work. And I need money to compensate me for putting this material onto these platforms and hopefully raise it all to a higher level. So, please go on my website, johnomason.com, and click either the PayPal button or the Buy Me a Coffee button and see what you can give. I'd greatly appreciate it. Thanks. And also, my novels, Soldier of the Cross, and its sequel, The Ascension of David Lucas, are now available on Amazon.com. It is the story of David Lucas, who, as a young man in the early 60s, is a drunk and a horde chaser and a school bully. He gets in trouble in the army. He comes out of the army a fanatical, born-again Christian. He just wants to serve Jesus as a manly man for Jesus. But the way he goes about it leads him into disaster. Look them up, please. Soldier of the Cross and The Ascension of David Lucas on Amazon.com. And also, Hemperific is a lovely little CBD product store located on Snyder Avenue near 15th Street in South Philadelphia. There you'll find some of the finest cannabis-infused products. Gummies and candies and drinks and teas and lip balm and hand sanitizer and dog treats. Dog treats, yeah. Look them up, please. HemperificLLC.com. And also, my beloved career and business coach, Michelle Snow. Michelle is excellent in helping you develop your professional career or small business. Let you know what you're doing right, where you need work, and help you network with other up-and-coming entrepreneurs and professionals. Please look her up. GrowWithSnow.com. Okay. Alrighty then. That's our job. That's our duty. That's the fight we have to fight. Just as the European nations at Davos stood up to Trump and he backed down, So we must stand up to Trump. And he might back down too. Okay. You all have a lovely weekend. Stay warm. Shabbat shalom. Bye.